Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are doing Dr. Facilier. I hope I'm saying that right. My tongue might get twisted, and I also have mental condition. Anyways, but if I apologize in advance if I'm saying his name wrong. From Princess and the Frog, being Yandere for a female listener who has a partner before him, and he's going to take that partner away and confess his love into this. So let's do this. Disclaimer: Dr. Facilier is not Yandere in canon. This is just for fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Simping for fictional characters and Yanderes is fine, just do not be illegal or gross about it. You know who you are, you dirty flaky biscuits. Yanderes are not ideal partners to have at all in real life. Just remember to separate fiction from reality and headcanon from canon. Thank you. Now let's get on to business. Dr. Facilier was in love. He was very much in love with a female that he has met in New Orleans. She was beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. She was everything that Dr. Facilier wanted. He did not even mind that she was not of the wealthier class, as wealthy as he would usually target. But he did not care. He wanted her. There was just one simple complication, and that was that Dr. Facilier saw she had a fiance. Her fiance was a well-off man who was very wealthy, and this got the wheels in Dr. Facilier's head turning. He got them turning in his head that he could easily get rid of her fiance to be and her husband to be and all that stuff and then win her over. Of course, he had to lure her husband in, and lure him he did. He got your fiance lured in and had him taken care of very easily, tying him up and basically having him sell his soul over to him, more or less. Your fiance was distraught and thinking that he could have gotten a better partner than you, which pissed Dr. Facilier off. It was an arranged marriage, and your fiance did not want to marry you, but you thought he was in love with you. This made Dr. Facilier very, very angry. How dare your fiance think that he is better than you? You were the love of his life, and your fiance would just toss you aside for a better partner? You do not deserve your name, Dr. Facilier said to him. She is way above you. She is stunning, gorgeous, everything that he had to take a breath before he lost control. You do not deserve her, he says again. You will learn to suffer for what you did. He took out a voodoo doll that he made of your fiance and slowly started to push pins in it and burn parts of the doll's body, which caused his body to catch on fire and get burns as well. He screamed in agony and begged for his life, said that Dr. Facilier could just have you and he could leave him alone. Oh, I will have her. She will be mine. Your name will be mine. But I will make you regret ever tossing her to side or ever thinking you were worthy of her. He snapped again and slowly continued to torture him for hours on end. Finally, his body was barely recognizable, but still recognizable enough, and that is when he lured you to his home as well. You walked in and called out for your fiance, and you got only groans in return. You screamed and rushed over to him, kneeling beside him, having your hands hover over him. Are you okay? This is your fault. He struggles out, and your eyes widen, and that is when you hear the footsteps of Dr. Facilier. Dr. Facilier looked at you. Your fiance did not want you, he said. He was going to trade you, as if you were something that was a meaningless to him, he says. You're lying, you say as you look up at Dr. Facilier. No, I am not your name. He is unworthy of you, and he did trade you away. He exchanged his life and his soul to be returned to him, as long as you were mine. You shook your head. He can't do that. I'm my own person. He says, "It's already done. As you see," he scrolled out a contract. "Yes, your fiance did, in fact, signed your soul over to Dr. Facilier. You belong to Dr. Facilier now, and you felt chains, like the weight of change, chained to your wrist, and they appeared a green chain in Dr. Facilier's hand. You belong to me now, your name, and you are all mine. Please, please help him," you beg, looking at your fiance. "He does not deserve the suffering." "Oh, no, he does deserve it," Dr. Facilier says. "He treated you like you were nothing to spare his life." Of course, he did not read the fine print. "I just said I would stop harming him with the voodoo doll. I never said I would not end his life." And with that, Dr. Facilier lifted his foot and crushed your fiance's head. You let a blood-curdling scream out as red stuff splattered on your face, and you try to pull away, but the chain pulls you into Dr. Facilier's chest. "Let go of me!" you scream and beat your hands against his chest, but he held them still. "I love you, your name, and you are mine now," he says, and he kisses you deeply. You were his, and he was never letting you go. You belonged to him now, and you had no choice in the matter. It did not matter where you ran. It did not matter where you go. You were going to stay with him. You yank yourself away and try to get out, but the door closes before you could reach it and locks. How did it do that? What type of devil magic is this? You think to yourself, and you turn around. Dr. Facilier pulled on the chains again, and you fell to your knees, trying to resist him pulling you towards him. He walked over and helped you up. Your name, there is no use in fighting it. No matter where you go, this chain will always connect you to me, and you will never, ever be able to escape me, he says. "No, I won't believe it," you say to him, and shake your head as tears start to stream down your face. "I don't want this," you tell him, but he just chuckles and pulls you close into a hug, and you break down, crying into his chest. There was no way out of this. You belonged to Dr. Facilier, and he was never, ever letting you go. You finally accepted it as you cling to him for some sense of comfort at your new fate. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. I'm sorry that's a little bit more short. I didn't want to do headcanons because the person specifically asked for no headcanons, so I just did this as storytelling wise. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. If you would like to see more, comment below what you would like to see, and I will do my best to do it. This is just a one shot, so there's not going to be a part 2 and all that good stuff. Anyways, Patreon outro. Patreon outro. Thank you, Gav, for being my first patron. You are wonderful, beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. Thank you, Gav. I appreciate you. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. And if you would like to see more, comment below what you would like to see, and I will once again do my best to do it. And once again, happy Black History Month. I will be doing stuff like Nick Fury and Blade from the Deadpool Wolverine movie and a few others, and also with Velvet, who is most likely, Velvet from Hazbin Hotel. She's most likely a person of color because of her hairstyle, and also that's what people have figured out, that she was a person of color, a black English woman from England type thing, because of her skin tone and also her hair texture and stuff. So we're going off of that, but also that she is with a black listener that will be their partner, because I am trying to do more inclusive content for everyone, because when I first started writing and stuff of yanderes and fanfics and stuff, there was a lot of people that were like, the listener is just white, the listener is just female, the listener is just really a Mary Sue in the most parts for that stuff. So I try to be inclusive, like with my autism videos and ADHD videos, so that everyone is included and feels represented. So I'm going to try to do that around these months and holidays, to specifically go for the listeners that are probably not usually represented in this sort of stuff, because the writers usually are what writes what's relatable to them, but there is more people out there than what's just relatable to you. Anyways, Happy Black History Month, and stay sexy on my sexy muffins. Bye bye. Secret outro time. Secret outro time. Secret outro time. Secret outro. Secret outro. Secret outro. Baseball bat. Welcome to the secret outro. And the secret outro question of the day is: would you have accepted his love and been angry at your former fiance for basically selling you over, or would have you stayed loyal to your fiance? I would probably accepted his love, and I probably would have been pissed that he just sold me like I meant nothing. My fiance would be a piece of poo, and I probably would have kicked him a couple of times personally myself, but that's just me. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed, and stay sexy on my sexy muffins. Bye bye.